What up? Big Herc916. Positivity, motivation. Never settle for average. Merch is at BigHerc916.com. Got hats, t-shirts, tank tops. Also, this video is brought to you by Muscle Up Detail Spray. Pick you some up. MuscleUpDetailSpray.com. Link in the description. Have your car looking wet in between your car washes. You know how we do it. I just want to say to all the young men out there, but if you're a young man, I wouldn't have to address you like this, so this probably goes to the simps. Man, get out your feelings, man. Get out your goddamn feelings and quit being so emotional every time you don't hear something you like. Every time somebody doesn't agree with you or somebody has a disagreement with you, get out your goddamn feelings, man. I've never seen so many emotional men. And somebody said, oh man, well you're talking hard on us. Dude, that's what your dad is supposed to do. That's your dad's job. If you had a daddy in your life, maybe he would have done this and you wouldn't feel so goddamn emotional because you're taking on traits of your mama or your grandmama or your auntie because you're getting in your feelings every time you hear something and it makes you feel some kind of way. And it's really pathetic, man. A man is not supposed to be so goddamn emotional, crybaby, whiny. You're talking about me. If you feel I'm talking about you, then that's you. I never said your goddamn name. I ain't said no names on any of these videos when I'm talking about you goddamn simps. All I said is you guys have emotional issues and self-esteem issues that you need to work on. A lot of you simps never really had a male figure in your life, and if you had one, he didn't really cultivate you. Therefore, you do shit that a woman would do. You pop slick. Oh man, you get in your feeling. You don't know how to have a conversation without raising your voice, without having an exchange of words that at the end you can say, okay man, I understand your point. You want to stomp off. You gotta, you might go kick some shit, break some dishes. You act just like a female. Pull the TV from the wall, break a door. You do stupid shit. Because you act like a little bitch. Because you didn't have a man to have you under their arm, to mentor you, to teach you what it's like, as far as sometimes shit don't go your way. Sometimes you got to just get it out, man. You got to deal with your feelings, man, and that's just part of it, but you get it out and then it's over with. I had those days when I grew up, and a lot of you guys out there, I see the comments, you probably had those same days when you got so mad and you were crying because you were so heated, and then you got into it, and then, you fought your little friend, but afterwards, it was all good. And you were, but that taught you how to be a man. Later on, you seen this dude, you guys were friends, you grew up. Now your next situation, because you dealt with something on a lower level as a youngster and you were all you worked out of that. See, a lot of you guys never worked through that. You never worked through that challenging emotional phase that made you grow up. So now you're in your 20s, your late teens, your early 20s, and you're doing shit that you should have dealt with when you was probably 8 or 9 or 10. 11 or 12, all that shit you should have been dealt with, man. A good ass whooping or a punch in the nose or, a tussle in the park, you would have got all that out your system, man. You'd have played, been around, had somebody running you around. I mean, I didn't even have the opportunity to have a father figure teach me how to play basketball or play football. I learned from the homies. I'll go out there, man. I didn't know nothing about running back position, wide receiver, outside linebacker, tight end. I didn't know nothing about that. I just learned through talking with the homies and never even got to play Pop Warner. I went straight to high school football, but that's how you did it in the hood. But we had big homies that kind of like lace you up a little bit. They kind of gave you the ins and outs a little bit because they wanted to toughen you up. But a lot of you guys don't even have those big homies no more because they gone. Most of them, a lot of dudes on pills. Dudes are getting high. Dudes ain't out here no more, really representing. I mean, there's not like back in the day where you had every neighborhood had a dirt field with a ramp and you had to go out there, and everybody had a dirt bike, mongoose, GT Performer, a Haro, or a Diamondback, or a Hutch, and you go out there and you have to jump, this big jump, dirt jump, man. You might go 8 feet in the air, but you had to jump that thing in order to get to your next rite of passage. That's what everybody did, man. You might crash, bust your head, foot slip a pedal. But these are things that made you tough, that made you get over your fears. It wasn't always about whooping ass. It might be jumping this jump. It might be going off this ramp. Everybody, even the dudes in the hood, everybody did something. And like bikes was always the neutralizer. Everybody had a bike and riding wheelies and all that stuff was part of the game. But you guys ain't growing up like that no more because you're too much into video games and shit. But these are the things that made you a man and also taught you character, thicken your skin up, being capped on, it made you kind of recognize and have character. And later on in life, little petty shit didn't faze you. If somebody didn't say hi to you or somebody didn't do this, you ain't got time for me. Why are you acting like that? Oh, so now you too good? I mean, like, that's some bitch ass shit, man. What? Man, come at me straight, man. Mother, I got a life like you got a life, man. I mean, what well, I'm not your bitch, nigga. I'm not dating you. Now you getting all emotional because we ain't talking? Come on, man. That's bitch shit. And a lot of you guys act like you dating your homies. He don't call you, act all feminine and funny style, Man, look, man, tell her dude straight up, man, I'm not, dude, just hit me when you can. Or, hey, partner, what's up with you? Oh, I didn't hear from you, man. Don't act like a little bitch. And that's what a lot of you guys are, bitches, man. You simps, man. You need to have a man in your life, man. You need to find a man to help you out so that you can get the bitch up out of you, man. Because in the long run, if you don't get it out of you, your woman's going to run your little ass just like a little bitch. And you're not going to be able to raise a proper young man, and you're just going to perpetuate a bitch generation, bitch legacy, simp legacy, bunch of junior simps, baby simps, simps, because you never got the simping out of you. So I do these videos to help you guys so that you can see it, and I ain't naming no names, but if you can identify, then it's you. A lot of dudes know that, hey, man, I know exactly where you're coming from, and I'm glad I had the big homie, or I'm glad I had me a dad or somebody to teach me stuff, and I'm the first I met. I wish I would have had a stronger male figure, but at least I had somebody. I know in juvenile hall when I was up in there, you couldn't act like no bitch. When I was in YA, you couldn't act like no bitch. You couldn't act like no simp because you get your wig split. So I learned at a young age to man up. And a lot of you guys need to man up, quit crying and acting like, blaming it on society, blaming it on the women, look, man up. You got enough game now to know where you got to go look, get your shit tight, and, start making a name for yourself, man. Because before you start pumping out some kids, you need to find out who you are. Or else you're going to create another lost soul, because you don't even know who you are. So how are you going to be able to tell your youngin', your junior, your child who they are? You still act like a little girl, arguing and fighting and doing stupid shit. Come on, man. Wake up, simps. Big Herc916.
Hello, I'm Big Herc916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.
Hey.
See, while y'all in quarantine, I got that work. Split the coronavirus wig, man. Hey, go to the link in the description and get your limited edition coronavirus wig splitter shirts. Big Herc916 getting down fresh out.